And we welcome you here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. My name is Frank Martinez, and I'm joined along by Mike Cavala, who will be our color commentator here for today's game. This game is the second quarterfinal game of the day, and it will feature the Alaska Goldpanners versus the Hutchinson Monarchs. Once again, Frank Martinez along with Mark Cavala. Mark, great evening here today.
Oh, great evening. It's been a great week. I mean, it's besides the weather, but I'll tell you, Frank, with that game that we just finished up and witnessed, you might as well just rip up that bracket right now because it's up for grabs right now. It's going to be up for grabs. It's going to be a fun few games here.
Hey, speaking of the Santa Barbara, California Foresters, who were just ousted here by the Lone Star Krakens. 6-4. We're ready for the starting lineups for today's game. First of all, for the Goldpanners, leading off, playing right field, will be number 25, Owen Mealy. Batting second, the second baseman, number 11, Alex Garcia. Batting third and playing first base will be number 38, Ian Armstrong. Batting fourth and DHing will be number 22, Matthew Pinal. Batting fifth and playing third base will be number 16, Vinny Venverlo. Batting sixth and playing left field will be number 3, Garrett Davison. Batting seventh and catching will be number 27, Christian Olea. Batting eighth and playing center field will be number 12, David Shackelford. Batting ninth and playing shortstop will be number 8, Sam Stevenson. And pitching for Alaska Goldpanners will be number 46, Lucas Zorantos. The head coach for the Goldpanners is Carlos Gonzalez. And now, here's the starting lineup for the home team, the Hutchinson Monarchs. Leading off and playing right field will be number 27, Jake Gutierrez. Batting second, the shortstop, number 13, Drew Buckner. Batting third and playing left field will be number 14, Jaden Gustafson. Batting fourth and DHing will be number 36, Tyson Vassard. Batting fifth and playing first base will be number 35, AJ Musto. Batting sixth and playing second base will be number 10, Blake Radford. Batting seventh and catching will be number 20, Keegan Dimmer. Batting eighth and playing third base will be number 11, Joey Sinstock. Batting ninth and playing center field will be number 18, Dylan Bell. And pitching for Hutchinson will be number 28, Ethan Giesbrecht. The head coach for the Monarchs is Casey Leopold. And here comes the Hutchinson Monarchs onto the field as we're about ready for the first pitch here in the second quarterfinal game of today. Our umpires for today's game at home plate will be Brent Wolf. At first base is Clint Wheeler, and at third base will be Chance Wilson. And once again, the pitcher for Hutchinson is number 28, Ethan Giesbrecht.
Yeah, Giesbrecht from Altoona, Manitoba, 6'3", 190 pounds, plays his ball at Kansas State University, a Wildcat.
The Hutchinson Monarchs finished second in Pool B as they ended up 2-1 record. They defeated San Diego Stars 13-5 in 8 innings. Also defeated the Dodge City A's 10-0 in 5 innings. And then they lost to the Seattle Cheney Studs 9-5. Then ended up beating the Seattle Blackfins 9-0. And they brought them here to face the number 1 seed out of the D pool, the Alaska Goldpanners, who ended up 3-0 as they defeated GPS Legends 10-7, defeated TPA Texas 15-6 in 8 innings, and then also defeated Junction City Brigade 2-0. So we're about ready to get started. Leading off for Alaska will be the right fielder, number 25, Owen Mealy.
Yeah, Mealy's from Thousand Oaks, California, 6'3", 190 pounds. He is a freshman at Cal Poly, and he's done quite well.
So Mealy steps up to the plate. And Ethan Giesbrecht is ready for his first pitch. That one in there, called strike one. So the count, no balls, one strike now to Mealy. That one misses outside at 83 miles an hour. So the count will even up now at 101. Our time is 5:02. Temperature time is 8:02. Correction, the temperature is 82 degrees. 60% humidity. Wind is east-northeast at 11 miles an hour. That time and temperature brought to you by hooksbat.com, courtesy of Dodd Hook. That one misses for swing and a miss for strike two, so that will even up the count now at 2-2. A swing and a miss there by Mealy as he goes down swinging for out number one. And that is the first strikeout recorded by Ethan Giesbrecht. That will bring up the second baseman, number 11, Alex Garcia.
Hey, Garcia from one of our favorite places, the North Pole, Alaska. 5'11", 180 pounds, and he plays his ball right there up the road, Kansas Wesleyan in Salina.
So one down now as we just getting started here in the top half of the first. Squares around a bunt, and that lets that one go by. In there for call, strike one.
I was going to say, Frank, that wind blowing in, it's definitely not going to carry as much, but we did see a home run, a big home run in the last game right to right field.
There's the pitch. That one in there for call strike. 83-mile-an-hour fastball there by Giesbrecht as the count goes to no balls, two strikes. One down now here in the top half of the first. You're watching the Alaska Goldpanners versus the Hutchinson Monarchs if you're just now joining us. That ball hit to the shortstop. Shortstop Bugner goes to first base.
Yeah, beat that out. I mean, that's good speed right there. And call him safe. Don't have it. It's a replay here, so.
Got a bat throw to first base and not going to be in time. Great job there by Garcia. That brings up the first baseman, number 38, Ian Armstrong.
You know, been watching the Alaska Goldpanners in this tournament, man. They've got it all. I mean, they've had it. Of course, that's why they're here, but they've got one. Go ahead.
Fouled off by Armstrong. Sorry.
Yeah, I know the coaches, and I mean, they saying how great the guys are to play together well. They got right now, you know, they're having great pitching. They still have some pitchers left, even so. They're hitters. We saw that great game against Junction City.
That one fouled off there by Armstrong. Well, it's been many years since Alaska has been here to the NBC World Series, but Hutchinson were well aware of them. Hutchinson overall record so far here in the World Series is 30-8. Of course, they came out of the Jayhawk Collegiate League, where they placed. They were the league champions with a 25-7 record. There's Garcia taking off towards second, but then decides to go back as the count is no balls, two strikes. One down. Garcia reached on a base hit. As he's standing down at first base. And here's Giesbrecht's pitch. Swing and a miss there by Armstrong as it goes down swinging for out number two. Second strikeout recorded by Giesbrecht. There's the replay on it. Nice high fastball. Got to bring up the designated hitter, number 22, Matthew Pinal.
Yeah, Pinal's from Southgate, California, 6'2", 215, Hope International.
That one fouled off by Pinal. This count goes no balls, one strike.
You know, Frank, and these guys, they're very aggressive on the bases. If you notice, people have been watching it. That's one thing. I know third base coach Dave Dawson, known him many years. He's at Arc Tech, regular head coach there for many years. And that's his style. He likes playing aggressive.
There goes the runner. Garcia, throw down, not going to be in time. There's a stolen base, exactly what you were just talking about. And standing on at second base as we see that replay, and Garcia sliding into the bag.
And I think when you get this far, that's your style. I mean, you got to stick with it right there, and that's what they do.
Buckner made the tag, but it was not in time. Throw down by Dimmer. Now there's no balls, 2 strikes now to Pinole.
And I think that's the goal. You get the runners in scoring position, which is second base, and then a little base hit or whatever, just a gap, whatever. And you score that run. And that's what you want to get on this scoreboard pretty quick.
So count, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on at second base here in the top half of the first inning between Alaska Goldpanners and the Hutchinson Monarchs. And here's the pitch. That one hit into left field. Left fielder Gustafson gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So at the end of 1/2 inning play, Goldpanners 0, and the Hutchinson Monarchs coming to bat. And we'll be right back.
BMA's residential cleaning service knows there's no place like home, especially when your home is cleaned by our experienced staff. From floor to ceiling, we've got you covered. Learn more at bmasclean.com. BMA's Cleaning Sports, PBS, Kansas. Seriously good TV.
You're back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the bottom half of the first inning, pitching for Alaska Goldpanners will be number 46, Lucas Sorrentos.
Yeah, Sorrentos from San Clemente, California, 6'3", 195 pounds. Plays his ball at St. Mary's, where he is going to be a sophomore, I believe.
And the first batter that he will be facing will be right fielder number 27, Jake Gutierrez.
Gutierrez has seen this guy a lot this summer. Lubbock, Texas, 6 foot, 210. Plays his ball at Lubbock Christian University.
Gutierrez is up there. Right-handed batter against the right-handed thrower, Sorrentos. And Sorrentos is ready for his first pitch. That one hit to the right-hand side. That's going to fall in for a base hit right in front of the right fielder, Mealy. So Gutierrez records his first hit of the ballgame. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 13, Drew Buckner.
I was going to say, Gutierrez was definitely ready for that fastball right there. Buckner, he's from Annandale, Kansas, 6'2", 200 pounds. Pittsburgh State University.
And I just happened to meet his dad yesterday in the elevator, and he was telling me that Buckner will be going to Wichita State University.
Yeah, a lot of the guys are switching schools, as we all know.
Pitch there by Sorrentos, misses inside for ball 1, 81 miles an hour. So the count is 1 ball, no strikes now to Buckner.
Yeah, the Buckner family won't have to go far to watch their son play.
We know Andover, Kansas is not very far from here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some of the things when we print it up, that's where they've been at school, and sometimes they switch.
And Sorrento's pitch. That one hit right back to the second baseman. Second baseman Garcia gets the force out, but then the throw over to first base gets away. So standing at second base now will be Drew Buckner.
Yeah, you can see right there, coming across, got off his back leg. Instead of just planting, nice crisp throw.
Garcia took that on himself and overthrew first base. So we'll have a fielder's choice and an error. That'll bring up the left fielder, number 14, Jaden Gustafson.
Hutchinson from Wichita, Kansas, 6'3", 215 pounds, and he plays his ball at Wichita State University.
He comes in batting .357. That pitch misses outside. He's been up the plate 14 times, has 5 runs scored, 5 hits, 1 triple, 2 RBIs. Also has recorded 2 base on balls. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one hit to second baseman. Garcia goes to the first baseman Armstrong for a 4-3 put out for the second out. Moving over to third base is Buckner. So now we have 2 down. Brings up the designated hitter, number 36, Tyson Vassard.
Yeah, Vassard from LaSalle, Manitoba, 6'1", 185, plays his ball at Hutchinson, Kansas.
And here's the pitch. That one misses low for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes now to Vassard.
He would be there his sophomore year at the Hutchinson Community College. Frank, definitely brightened up. The day kind of brightened up today, didn't it? I mean, look at this. It's nice and bright. There's sun out.
Sure is. A lot different than last night. That one fouled off there by Vassard. As we had rain all night long. The 6 o'clock game that we had scheduled for yesterday didn't finish until 1 o'clock.
You guys had a long day.
This afternoon. I'll explain that here in just a second. That one in there for call strike as the count now goes 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Tyson Vassard. As I was saying, that 6 o'clock game didn't finish till this afternoon. We had so much rain that the 8:30 game was postponed until 9 o'clock in the this morning. That one misses outside, and the count goes full now. And then they tried playing that 6 o'clock game, and finally at midnight they decided they were not going to get it in. They did go 2 extra innings, and it stopped at 3 innings to begin with. That one misses high and outside for ball 4, so Vassard will be on with a base on balls. And that was Junction City and Derby that had that 6 o'clock game yesterday. That brings up the first baseman, number 35, A.J.
Masto from Sydney, Australia, 6'4", 225 pounds. He plays his ball also at Hutchinson Community College.
And by the way, I talked to A.J. Masto from Australia, and he wanted me to give a shout out to his parents out in Australia. He wanted you to know that he misses you and he loves you, and he just wanted to make sure that you knew that he was thinking about you. So once again, shout out to the parents of A.J. Masto. And I apologize to the parents, I did not get your names, and I usually do. Was just in a hurry to get back upstairs. Count is 2 balls, no strikes now to A.J. Masto.
Frank, do you know what time it is in Sydney right now?
What time is it?
Oh, no, we're going to look that up.
Oh, you're going to look that up?
Look it up.
I can tell you what time it is in Poland.
Yeah.
It's about midnight right now. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Masto. We have runner on at first base is Vassard, who just reached on a base on balls. Buckner is standing at third base with 2 down here in the bottom half of the first inning. That one fouled off by Masto.
Go ahead, Musto's family. 8:16 in the morning, so good morning. I'm sure they're having breakfast. And
good morning there to the Mustos and everybody in Australia who's tuning in to watch this game. We hope you enjoy the action. 2-2 count now to A.J. Masto. And here's Sorrento's pitch. That one right in front of home plate. The catcher, Ole, goes to first base for out number 3. So that is a 2-3 put out for the third out. And at the end of 1 inning of play, we have no score, and we'll be right back.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. Mike Sport at the Homeland Field.
How about you two?
Mud bath.
Get 0% APR financing with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles. Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months.
You're back to X Stadium, the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the top half of the second inning, due up for Alaska will be the third baseman, number 16, Vinny Venverlo.
See right there. Let's see. I kind of got lost there, but he's from San Diego, California, 5'10", 180, plays his ball there at the University of San Diego.
And we're ready to go here in the top half of the second.
I know somebody was asking me, I might want to tell him what year they are, and I think he believe he's a sophomore.
Okay. First pitch in there for call, strike one. So the count is no balls, one strike now to Venverlo. A swing and a miss there by Venverlo. 0-2 now the count. No scores so far as we're just in the top half of the second inning. Here's the pitch. That one misses high. So the count will now go to 1-2. And I don't think the radar gun is working because that's showing 51 miles an hour.
It's the catcher throwing back.
Yeah, I think so, yep. Here's the pitch by Chris Bach.
They have a 77, so they're maybe got it going again.
They got it going again, okay.
Hey, Frank, I was pretty surprised that, you're talking about you on the elevator. I didn't know if you'd ever get back on the elevator after the other day when you got stuck on the elevator.
That is true. After the second day that I was here, got stuck in the elevator, and I got to admit, I took some deep breaths there at the end, but they finally got us out. Wasn't in there very long, maybe 5 good minutes. But knowing that you were stuck, and then the story of that the guy that I was in there with, one of the workers, told me that the last people that got stuck was last week, and it took them 45 minutes to get them out. That was kind of scary. Full count now. That one misses low, so Venverlo will reach on a base on balls. And that'll bring up the left fielder, number 3, Garrett Davidson.
Davidson from Tustin, California, 5'11", 175. He plays his ball at UC San Diego, University of California, San Diego.
And I just happened to tell them, if the fire department would have came and firemen would have had to pick me up off the ground after 45 minutes. Yeah. That one in there, called strike one to Davidson.
But I'm proud of you because you faced your fears. I fear you kind of the other day, I didn't know if you'd ever get back on an elevator.
I didn't do it on purpose. I mean, it was one of those things that I tried to, I be honest with you, I did the stairs afterwards, and I don't know if you've ever been to those stairs or not, but it was like 8 sets of stairs just to get down 3 floors.
Yeah, it's like doing one of your old athletic workouts.
Yes. It count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to Davidson. And I recommend going down the stairs, but I do not recommend going up the stairs on 8 different flights there. Third baseman there.
Oh, and I'm telling you, you run into Coach Dawson right there. That's Coach Dave Dawson. And he's a pretty solid dude. He's a real strong guy, and I guarantee that was
going into a tree. Sinstock.
Yeah.
So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Davidson. Runner on at first base is Venverlo, who just reached on a base on ball. Here in the top half of the second inning. No score so far. If you're just now joining us, between Alaska Goldpanners and the Hutchinson Monarchs. And that's called strike 3. And Davison goes down looking for out number 1.
Yeah, look like good changeup right there. I mean, let's look at it right here.
Right at the knees went it.
Yeah.
And that is the third strikeout recorded by Ethan Griesbeck. Brings up the catcher, number 27, Christian Olea.
He's from Tucson, Arizona, 6'4", 195. And he also, speaking of Dave Dawson, he plays for him at Arkansas Tech.
Just a swing and a miss there by Olea.
Just got to finish his senior year for Coach Dawson. And he's been very impressive as behind there, watching him play in this tournament.
Count is no balls, 1 strike to Olea. Swing and a miss there as the count goes to 0-2. "26 pitches so far by Griesbeck.
Look at that wind coming right in. I mean, it's been changing and watching that flag. It's one of my jobs for Frank. I got to watch that flag, right?
That's right. And here's Griesbeck's pitch. That one misses high. As the count goes, 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Olea. Yes, I was PAing here at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that breeze was coming in. I made sure that window was wide open. It felt so good coming out of the north. Ball lifted into a right field. Right fielder, what a driving catch there by the right fielder, Guiteres, as he makes out number 2.
Yeah, beautiful catch. That wind
moved to his left. Let's watch it again there. Guiteres tracking it, and he finally falls over. I thought it was a diving catch, but he just falls over and makes the catch for that second out. So F9 now. If you're scoring at home for the second out, we'll bring up the center fielder, number 12, David Shackerford.
Shackerford from La Habra, California, 5'10", 180 pounds. He plays ball at Hope International, and he's a senior.
So 2 down now. Here in the top half second. First pitch misses high for ball 1. Fastball at 86 miles an hour by Griesbeck. Yeah, that catch was great because the wind blowing in, he had to focus. He watched that ball all the way into his glove. That one in there for call strike. That will even up the count now at 1-1. Shackerford. Here's Griesbeck's pitch. That one outside. 82 miles an hour. As the count now goes 2 balls, 1 strikes now to center fielder David Shackerford for the Alaska Goldpanners. It's so good to have Alaska team back in this NBC World Series. It's been many years since they have not participated in it.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Dawson, and he was saying the other day how great it is up there. Good, big crowds, 2,000 people, whatever. They get right into it.
That one lifted into center field. Center fielder Dylan Bell gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So at the end of 1.5 inning of play, we have no score. And we'll be right back.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. My sport at the Homeland Field.
How about you two?
Mud bath.
Get 0% APR financing with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles. Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months.
And we welcome you back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Conference World Series, powered by Evergy, as we go to the bottom half of the second inning between Hutchinson Monarchs and the Alaska Goldpanners. No score so far. Due up for the Monarchs, second baseman number 10, Blake Bradford.
Yeah, Bradford from Sylvania, Ohio, 6'2", 185, plays ball at University of West Georgia, and he will be a senior.
Left-handed batter. That one hit to the second baseman. Second baseman Garcia goes over to Armstrong at first. 4-3 put out for the first out. Here in the top half or bottom half of the second inning. Due up now, the catcher, number 20, Keegan Demmer.
And they're from Tomball, Texas, 5'10", 195 pounds. Sam Houston State University, fine program there, and he'll be a senior.
And here's Sorrento's pitch. That one misses inside for ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes now to Dimmer. We have one out here in the bottom half of the second inning. No score so far. Breaking ball in there at 75 miles an hour for call strike, as the count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Sorrento so far has thrown 20 pitches. And here's Sorrento's pitch. That one fouled off by Dimmer.
Yeah, battling that right there. The break right there.
1-2 now the count.
Tell you, Hutch does such a great job bringing in guys and and like I say, a lot of guys come back, which is tough for summer. I could talk about that because I've been at GM for many years.
Here's the pitch. That one hit to the shortstop. Shortstop Stevenson over to Armstrong for out number 2. So a 6-3 put out for the second out. And that will bring up the third baseman, number 11, Joey Sinstock.
Yeah, Sinstock from Lincoln, Nebraska, 6'2", 205 pounds. And he's committing to University of Nebraska. Another fine program. But I think a lot of the success that the Monarchs have had, I mean, it just carries over because, you know, they got a great following there. And, yeah, they do a great job just bringing in people, getting everybody involved.
That one hit to the shortstop. Stevenson over to Armstrong for out number 3. So a 6-3 put out for the third out. So at the end of 2 innings of play, we have no scores so far. And we'll be right back.
Have you ever needed to stop or change the way you do something you love because of aches, pains, or injury? The physical therapists at Select Physical Therapy are here to get you back to work, life, and your favorite activities. Most importantly, your goals are their goals. Their movement experts will listen and develop an individualized treatment plan so you can heal. Begin care faster by requesting an appointment today at selectphysicaltherapy.com. Experience the power of physical therapy at Select Physical Therapy.
The Taco Bell Cravings Value Menu. 10 choices, each just $3 or less. Starring the cheesy double beef burrito. Double the seasoned beef, all the cheesiness, and so much craveable flavor. Get it on the Cravings Value Menu, only at Taco Bell.
And we welcome you back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Conference World Series, powered by Evergy. My name is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined along by Mark Cavala, who is our color commentator here this evening. We are going up to the top half of the third inning. Due up for Alaska will be the shortstop, number 8, Sam Stevenson.
Yeah, Stevenson. Let's see right there, Springdale, Arkansas, 5'9", 175. Played his ball, finished playing his ball at Northwestern State.
I got to ask you a question. I know you wear glasses. Where
Yeah.
are they at?
Well, actually, I got them over here. I don't know
Oh,
why
you got them in the case.
Yeah.
That's a good place
Yeah, that's
for
a
them.
good place.
I wouldn't be able to read those numbers without glasses. All right, Stephen is up here in the top half of the third inning. It's no score so far. You're just now joining us between Alaska Goldpanners and the Hudson Monarchs. And there is the pitch by Giesbeck.
Well, and one thing you notice, Frank, both teams, they're ready to swing at that first pitch. They're like dead red hitters. They're ready, and these pitchers come right after you, both of them.
Stevenson fouled that first one off. Here's the pitch. That one misses high for ball one. So the count will go 1 ball, 1 strike now. So far, Giesbeck has pitched 33 pitches. Here's the pitch. Now that one misses outside as the count goes 2-1 now.
And what I've noticed, with a hitting guy, is just that they're aggressive, but they're also disciplined.
2 balls, 1 strike. That one hit fouled off to the third base side. That will even up the count now at 2-2.
It's all about the approaches, and that's what I love looking at approaches, watching, seeing how the catcher sets up behind, and see if they go with the pitch with the hitters. But these guys, they'll come after you.
That one misses outside, and that will take the count to full, 3-2. By the way, Carv, you and I will be working on the next game. Santa Barbara, California Forsters lost 6-4 against the Lone Star Kraken. And the guy that was scheduled to do the game was from the Forsters. So he was heading back. So they've asked us to fill in. So you and I will be doing the next game also. Ball hit to the right-hand side. First baseman Musto goes over to the covering Giesbeck for out number 1. So a 3-1 put out for the first out here in the top half of the third inning. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 25, Owen Mealy. Mealy struck out his first time up as he made the first out of the ball game. By the way, it is the third inning. It's time for our shout-outs.
Yeah.
You got some shout-outs there?
Yeah, they got a lot of people are watching us.
First pitch misses outside. Go ahead and go through your list.
Yeah, I'd say we got Chris Zeus. They call him Great Zeus Sushel. He's one of my ex-players. He's out there right now in Spokane, Washington, visiting his family. He's watching from out there.
That one fouled off for as the count is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Mealy. Go ahead.
Another friend, our guy that you know pretty well, Jim Bank, Coach Bank, and Terry Brennan, and who can forget
Jake Gibbs. That guy still hasn't. We still haven't played golf yet.
I know it.
He's out in Kansas City. He's getting married and
he got married. He got married.
And I guess he just. I don't know. Sometimes when you get married, you just don't get a chance to play golf. I guess that one misses outside as the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike.
I told him that you ride a cart. You're not going to make him walk.
So I'm not going to make him walk, and I may make him look for my ball, but that's about it. Last time this year, he said, "Come on out, we'll play a game of golf." But I have never heard from him. It's just like I don't exist in Kansas City.
I know he said,
I'm just down the block from him.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, how far are you? Like 20 minutes.
Ball hits the right-hand side. Now fouled off. Well, my shout out goes to Foundry Church. Brian Wright, Pastor Brian Wright, and Jared Hart, who are a big part of Foundry Church. The men's club get together, go out to eat, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Foundry Church. I enjoy going to that church. Has really helped out. There's a walk there by Emile. That brings up the second baseman, number 11, Alex Garcia. Men's club does a lot of things up there at church. They last week they went bowling.
Wow. Frank, how are you as a bowler? That's one thing I met you years ago with Ray Beatty at the bowling alley.
Used to be a bowler for many years. And then when I gave it up? I gave it up when I started announcing 31 years ago.
Wow.
Just went cold turkey. People couldn't believe that I gave it up because I used to bowl about 7 times a week. 7 days a week, I should say. Count is no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And there's a bunt let to the right-hand side. Pitcher Giesbeck goes to first for out number 1. A nice hustle there by Garcia.
Good bunt.
But it is a 1-3 put out for the second out.
Well, you can see with the coaches right here. They're, it's like people talk about the bunting game. It's still alive, people, and it's just doing whatever you can to get everybody in, get the guy in scoring position right there. Just a good bunt right there.
That brings up the first baseman, number 38, Ian Armstrong. Armstrong struck out his first time up as he made the second out of the inning. There's the pitch. A swing and a miss there by Armstrong. An 82-mile-an-hour pitch there by Giesbrecht.
Frank, one of the fans here, they text me, what was your bowling average?
Well, at one year, I had 218 average,
wow.
But for many years, it was at least a 200. But that one misses high.
And doesn't surprise me because I played golf with you, and I mean, the guy hits it straight in. I mean, what do you shoot, 70? What's your...
The last time I played was this. I played Monday, I think it was, and I shot 76.
Yeah.
And but I hadn't played in a while. It had been a couple weeks at least.
Hadn't played in a while, huh?
Ball hit to the right-hand side, and that one is going to be foul.
Is there anything you can't do, Frank? I mean, it just, I didn't play ball with you.
Way to put pressure on me here now.
Well, no, I've seen you. I mean, just a great athlete. People don't talk about your athleticism. They talk about your voice, the voice they call it.
Well, I know there's one thing that I can't do, and that is anything maintenance. I cannot do. I cannot. If you ask me to nail hammer a nail in, it will probably take me 3 nails to do that. There's a swing and a miss there, and Armstrong goes down for out number 3. And no score now at the end of 2.5 innings of play, and here's the pitch there. There's that swing there by Armstrong as he goes down, and at the end of 2.5, we have no score, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Due up for Hutchinson, the center fielder, number 18, Dylan Bell. And Sorrento's going in his third inning to work here. Ball hit over the first baseman head. Nice job there by Dylan Bell. And he rounds first base, but stops as the right fielder, Mealy, throws that into the second baseman. So Bell records his first hit of the ball game. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 27, Jake Gutierrez. So runner on at first base here as we get started with the bottom half of the third inning. No score yet so far between Alaska. There's a throw down to first base, not going to be in time, as Olea fired that down to Armstrong, but diving safely back was Bell. So Jake Gutierrez is up. He got a base hit his first time up, and was forced out at second base in that first inning. Fouled off there by Gutierrez. As the count goes to 1-1 strike. Sorrento's has 27 pitches so far. here in the ball game. And here's the pitch. That one, bunt attempt by Gutierrez, be fouled off as the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 now the count to Gutierrez with Bell on at first base. No outs here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And here's Sorrento's pitch. That one in there for call, strike 3, 80 miles an hour. Hits the outside corner. And Gutierrez goes down looking for out number 1. And that is the first strikeout recorded by Sorrentos. Brings up the shortstop, number 13, Drew Buckner. Buckner reached on that fielder's choice and then went to second base on a throw-in error by the catcher. Ended up at third base. There's a throw down to second base as Dylan Bell gets a stolen base. He's in there safely. We have 1 down now. Here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. The Alaska Goldpanners, the number 1 seed in D pool. And the Hutchinson Monarchs were in second place in the B pool. They ended up 2-1. That count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike to Buckner. My goodness, that smells good, Carv. Carv went out and got us some food. We won't be able to eat it for a while, but ball hit right back to the pitcher, goes to first base. Sorrentos to Armstrong for out number 2. So a 1-3 put out for the second out.
Well, I was going to say, Frank, we've been talking about all the things that you do well.
Let's take a look at that again there as Buckner just chops that right back to the pitcher. He thought about going to second, but instead went to first, did the smart move. Brings up the left fielder, number 14, Jaden Gustafson.
He'll go back to the dugout and say, hey, pitchers are athletes too. That's what he'll be telling his teammates. I was going to, Frank, you do everything well. We're going to see how quick you can eat this food.
I won't be able to. I wouldn't have to wait. The ball lifted into center field. Center fielder Shackford gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So we have 3 down here now in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. At the end of 3, we have no score, and we'll be right back.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
Every summer, the NBC World Series comes alive with energy, excitement, and the spirit of baseball. But what makes it truly special? Fans like you. Because of your support, kids get to experience the magic of the game. Your donations power youth clinics, grants, and equipment drives, while sharing Kaiser Carlisle's mantra to play hard and have fun. Together, we honor the legends of the past and preserve the rich history of the NBC World Series for generations to come.
Have you ever needed to stop or change the way you do something you love because of aches, pains, or injury? The physical therapists at Select Physical Therapy are here to get you back to work, life, and your favorite activities. Most importantly, your goals are their goals. Their movement experts will listen and develop an individualized treatment plan so you can heal. Begin care faster by requesting an appointment today at selectphysicaltherapy.com. Experience the power of physical therapy at Select Physical Therapy.
And we welcome you back to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy, as we go to the top half of the 4th inning between the Alaska Goldpanners and the Hutchinson Monarchs. Due up for the Goldpanners, designated hitter, number 22, Matthew Pinnall. Pinnall flew out to the left fielder. First time up, that one lifted into, looks like the shortstop backing up. He's called off by the center fielder. That's Dylan Bell making the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, Bell had to go a long way for that. Like I said, with that wind right there, just hanging everything up. A lot of balls that are going to look like going to the outfield. Be ready for some infielders making some plays there.
That brings up the third baseman, number 16, Vinny Venverlo. Vinny reached on a base on balls his first time up. That one an 87-mile-an-hour fastball by Riesbeck. In there for call, strike one. As count is no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Another fastball in there. Call, strike 2. So 0-2 now the count. Riesbeck doing a great job of controlling this ball game so far. That one lifted to the right-hand side, and it's going to be out of play. As that isn't. Oh, great catch there, but a young kid there. I don't know if the camera caught that or not, but boy.
Yeah, that was a very good catch for a young man. Young boy.
Out of play there, and a bunch of kids down there, and it looked like a left-handed glove there. There's another one to the right-hand side. That's going to be in the stands.
You know, Frank, I was thinking about this. You know, you guys yesterday, I wasn't here yesterday. I was down in Winfield, Kansas, with my job. And but anyway, I was thinking about the camera guys and.
Just a second, ball hits to the third baseman. Third baseman Sinstock goes to first base. Mustal for out number 2. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying the guys in the truck, the people that work here, people work for the NBC and all that. Man, it had to be a long day.
It was a very long day,
And with the weather, you don't know, what do you call it, or do you come back, or?
You try to stay with it as long as possible. And Katie Woods and everybody making the decision yesterday on that ball game. Ball lifted into right center field. That's going to be back off on one bounce there. As that ball hit out the warning track, and standing in with a double is Garrett Davidson.
Yeah, you got into that. I don't know if the wind affected that too much.
Here's the replay on it, Carv. You can see the ball just going. I think it did affect it because the wind's coming in. And the ball goes down on that warning track off the wall. So Davidson standing at second base. That'll bring up the catcher, number 27, Christian Olea.
Yeah, he definitely squirted it up very well.
Olea flew out to center field his first time up. Correction, that was to right field, wasn't it? Yeah, I made a mistake there.
Yeah,
I thought that was an 8, and that was a 9. Okay, he flew out to right field his first time up. And that one fouled off by Olea. This count now goes 0-2. Boy, those kids are having fun. That's one thing about the NBC World Series. You can get lots of souvenirs if you're here early. There's maybe 10 kids with gloves just ready to snag a souvenir. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one fouled off once again.
And if you see that right there, he busted him inside.
And I'm not sure whether Katie is listening in or not, the tournament director. I was supposed to remind her that for her to come up and do an interview, and but somebody forgot to remind me. She asked me to reach out to her. That one in there for a ball. As the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes now. To Christian Olea.
But she does a great job, a lot of energy putting all this. I mean, there's a lot of people involved, and I'm sure she's probably pretty busy.
Yes, she is. That one lifted into center field. That may fall in for a base hit, which it does, right in front of Bell. Rounding third base and coming in to score is Garrett Davidson. So the score now 1-0 on that base hit by Olea and an RBI.
Yeah, right there. Just took. I mean, you got 2 strikes and you just take it right up the middle, and just right there. Just didn't try to do too much. Just a little base hit right up the middle, and you try to tell your hitters to do that. You don't try to do too much, and that's all Olea did. And great job.
Brings up the center fielder, number 12, David Shackelford, and Kim Blackham, the general manager for the Monarchs.
There's one you need to talk to too, also.
Is here. waving at us. She always asks if we want some food.
Well, she knows what I.
Hello, Kim. How you doing, young lady?
Hey, how are you?
Well,
Those
good.
cookies.
Her and her husband Mark are the general managers and owners of the Hutchinson Monarchs. So right now it's Alaska 1 and the Monarchs 0. Shackelford up as the count is 0-2 now to David Shackelford. That one misses high for ball 1 as the count is 1-2 now. 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball there by Giesbrecht. One thing Kim always does, she always asks me, I need anything?
Yeah.
She don't know how much I appreciate that. That one hit into left field. Left fielder, Gustafson over to his left side, makes the catch for out number 3, but not before the Alaska Goldpanners. They score 1 run on 2 hits at the end of 3.5 innings of play. Goldpanners 1 and the Hudson Monarchs 0. And we'll be right back.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
Every summer, the NBC World Series comes alive with energy, excitement, and the spirit of baseball. But what makes it truly special? Fans like you. Because of your support, kids get to experience the magic of the game. Your donations power youth clinics, grants, and equipment drives, while sharing Kaiser Carlisle's mantra to play hard and have fun. Together, we honor the legends of the past and preserve the rich history of the NBC World Series for generations to come.
Have you ever needed to stop or change the way you do something you love because of aches, pains, or injury? The physical therapists at Select Physical Therapy are here to get you back to work, life, and your favorite activities. Most importantly, your goals are their goals. Their movement experts will listen and develop an individualized treatment plan so you can heal. Begin care faster by requesting an appointment today at selectphysicaltherapy.com. Experience the power of physical therapy at Select Physical Therapy.
And we welcome you back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning, the score of the Alaska Goldpanners 1 and the Hudson Monarchs 0. Due up for Hutchinson, designated hitter number 36, Tyson Bassard. Bassard walked his first time up in the first inning and ended up at first base in that inning. Here's the pitch. That one in there for call strike 1. And Lucas Sorrentos still pitching for the Alaska Goldpanners. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside as the count now goes to 1-1.
Yeah, there's still a lot of game left right now. And I tell you, Hutch Monarchs, like we talked about, they got a lot of experienced guys. They've been here before.
Well, think about this. We were talking about Hudson. That one hits Bassard, so he will be on at first base as a hit batsman. And that will bring up the first baseman, number 35, A.J. Musto. Think about this. The head coach, Casey Lippode, is in his 3rd season as head coach. He was an assistant from 2021 to 2022, and he was originally Monarch with the original Monarchs in 2009 and 2010. His current Monarch coaching record is 87-35, and in the NBC World Series, he's 13-4. Don't forget, they won the championship in 2023, and were runners-up in 2024, and this is only his 3rd season. So what a great job there by Casey.
Yeah,
and by the way, I do want to thank Steve Carpenter for all these stats that he has furnished us from the Hudson Monarchs. A lot of times it's hard to go to the websites and get all the information you need, but if anything you want to know in Hutchinson about anything, any sport there, you want to look up Steve Carpenter.
I kind of get upset because every time I see him, he's asking me about some stories about you-know-who. Satchel Paige, like I played ball with him or something.
Oh, that's right. Steve's the one that when I mentioned you playing ball, there was a ball lifted into left field. Left fielder Gustafson, left fielder is Davison, He makes that catch for out number 1. So fly out to left field by Musto. Brings up the second baseman, number 10, Blake Bradford. That's right. The other day when I was asking you about you playing here in the NBC, and of course you coached, general manager for teams, and then now you coach where at?
Southwestern College.
Southwestern
Winfield,
College.
Kansas.
The head coach, what, second year or third year?
This will be my third. Took over 2 summers ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, we were talking about you playing, and he sent a text, wanted to know if you played with Satchel Paige.
He was asking me for the game here, and he's wanting,
I'm sure he's talking about back in 1935 when all this started.
Satchel was my roommate or something.
He was your roommate, okay. Yeah. That one misses inside as the count goes 2 balls, no strikes. Well, I don't think you're quite that old. How old are you, by the way? You can't count that high?
I'm so old I forgot. So how's
You're
that?
so
How's
old
that?
you can't. Okay. There goes the pitch, and that one misses outside.
You know, age, I don't even think about it, you know.
Well, you know, I understand. I've hit that mark where I'm just like, I'm the same way. I couldn't believe I had that many candles on my cake. If they attempted to put any, that is. They didn't do that, which I'm glad. That was a strike, and the count goes 3-1 now to Bradford.
All we got to talk about is you, as old as you are. How many grandkids you got? That should tell you how old.
That should tell me how old I am. I know it's over 38. Let's just put it that way. I heard I had another one over the weekend, so I've been busy. I don't know for sure. That one count now goes 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now, see, and I'm young. I only got 2. One's 3 and one's about 4 months. So.
And there's the pitch. That one's fouled off. Actually, it wouldn't have been a grandkid. It would have been a great grandkid, and that would have been 10 great grandkids if that's true that they had one over the weekend. The count is 3-2 now, full. Like I say, I've been so busy that I have not had a chance to talk to anybody about it. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside. And so Bradford will be on at first base with a walk. Vashard will move over to second base. He reached on a hit batsman. And that'll bring up the catcher, number 20, Keegan Dimmer.
You know, and right there, that's what we talked about earlier, you know, to get that runner over to scoring position, which is second base.
And here comes coach for the Alaska Goldpanners, Carlos Gonzalez, David Dawson, and Vince Payne, as they're going to go out and speak to Sorrentos. Sorrentos has thrown 46 pitches now.
Yeah, and opportunity that, like I said, after the game, got to go out when they played the other day. I know Coach Dawson, we went to Fuzzy's over here and had a meal, and Coach Gonzalez, Carlos, got to meet him, talk to him. He actually bought me a burrito.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
Yeah, that was nice. But
well, you know, you never invite me out to eat.
You were gone. I don't know.
I was gone. I was probably busy here in one of the other press boxes, probably doing PA.
Well, there was rumor you were sleeping, but I don't know. I said no. I think he's busy doing his PA.
So due up now is the catcher, number 20, Keegan Dimmer. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time out as he made the second out in the second inning.
Yeah, that was Vince Payne, pitching coach for him.
So Rontos stays in the ball game. We do have no action, I guess, in the bullpens. First pitch in there for a call strike. 79 miles an hour. 82 degrees here in Wichita, Kansas. Time is 6:02. Time and temperature brought to you by hookbats.com, courtesy of Todd Hook. That one fouled off as the count now goes no balls, 2 strikes. Todd he announced the last game. He's been one of our play-by-play announcers for several years. I think it's either 10 or 11. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's been busy. I know that.
Here's the pitch. That one down low, misses. As the count now goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. And how many years have you been doing this with me here there, Carv? Do you know?
Years now. I know we've done 3, 4.
Well, no, it's been longer than that because Kevin Jinks was here and Katie's been here 3 years, I believe.
Yeah, I know. It's been a few years.
That one misses low. So it's been about 5 years or so, maybe 6 that you've been.
Maybe I am getting old. Huh?
Yeah, you are getting old. See, you're getting so old you don't remember.
That's it.
So count is 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Dimmer. Ball hit back up the middle. Shortstop Stevenson. And there goes to first base for the double play. So we have a double play now. And that is the end of the 4th inning. The score 1-0 now in favor of Alaska Goldpanners. They're going to watch it on replay.
Yeah, good turn right there and made a nice throw.
The Taco Bell Cravings Value Menu. 10 choices, each just $3 or less. Starring the cheesy double beef burrito. Double the seasoned beef, all the cheesiness, and so much craveable flavor. Get it on the Cravings Value Menu, only at Taco Bell.
And we welcome you back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. This is Frank Martinez, joined along by Mike Cavala, our color commentator here for tonight, as you're watching the Alaska Goldpanners and the Hutchinson Monarchs. 1-0 is the score in favor of Alaska. Due up here in the top half of the 5th inning for the Goldpanners, shortstop number 8, Sam Stevenson. Stevenson grounded out to the first baseman his first time up as it went 3-1, the pitcher covering. He made the first out in the 3rd inning.
And you look right there, there's not a lot of hits. I mean, there's 5 total hits in the game. Just good pitching. Just getting that timely hit, that base hit right there.
First pitch misses for ball 1.
By the Goldpanners, and that's the difference.
That one fouled off there by Stevenson. Yeah, so far the line reads for Alaska, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. And for the Monarchs, no runs on 2 hits and no errors. 1-1 pitch now to Stevenson. Ball bunted. And Giesbeck goes to first base for a 1-3 put out for the first out here in the top half of the 5th inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 25, Owen Mealy.
I thought it was good thinking by Stevenson, just didn't execute it. You know, he hit right toward too close to the pitcher right there.
Well, good job by Giesbeck to hustle after that, as he throws to Armstrong at first base for that first out. Here's the pitch. That one misses high for ball 1 to Mealy. Mealy has been up to the plate twice, struck out his first time and reached on a base on balls in the 3rd inning and was left stranded at first base. That one misses low for ball 2. 2-0 now the count.
Yeah, right there. He just slowed his arm down just a little bit.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one fouled off there by Mealy, as the count now goes 2-1.
You know, both teams, like I was talking about, you and I have been watching. I've watched Hutch all year, and they've got great defense.
That one misses high for ball 3. 3-1 now the count.
In Alaska, they've got great defense, so it makes it a good game, good pitching, good defense, just that timely hits. And this game's not over there, folks. There's a lot of baseball left.
That one is ball 4 now to Milias. He'll be heading to first base, second time on the base path, and both times were walks. That'll bring up the second baseman, number 11, Alex Garcia.
Yeah, I was going to say, Frank, both teams have some guys out there in the bullpen. They're kind of just stretching, getting ready just in case. It's a very important game right here.
That's correct. The winner will move on. They will go to game number 9. Ball hit to the third baseman. Third baseman Sinstock goes to second base covering as Bradford on the force out.
I don't know if he stepped on the bag and slipped. Let's look at it right here.
Hard hit ball there. And just happened to slip on the bag there, but made the out. So that would bring up the first baseman, number 38, Ian Armstrong. Garcia reaches on a fielder's choice. We have 2 down now. Here in the top half of the 5th inning. First pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Armstrong. Armstrong has 2 strikeouts so far here in the ball game. Struck out in the first as he made the second out, and struck out in the third as he made the third out. There goes the runner to second base. There's the tag, and it's going to be in time. So Garcia is thrown out. Nice toss there by Dimmer.
Yeah, it looked like a delay maybe. Let's see.
Watch that again. There goes Garcia. And here's the toss down. Nice placement there by the umpire and a good tag to get Garcia out. So that is out number 3 at the end of 4.5 innings. And we welcome you back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Conference World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning, 1-0 in favor of Alaska. Due up for Hutchinson, third baseman number 11, Joey Sinstock. Sinstock grounded out to the shortstop his first time up as he made the third out in the second inning. That one fouled off there by Sinstock. And Sorrentos in on his 5th inning of work now for the Alaska Goldpanners. That one down low. That will even up the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Both bullpens, they have activity out there, right? We talked about the guys are throwing. So we'll see how far they can go here.
Sinstock has only thrown 53 pitches here in the ball game. That one fouled off as the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Frank, I'd bring this up. We don't hear stuff like this all the time, do we? Good coaching buddy, Chicago, Michael Denton. You guys sound good on the air.
Well, thank you. Yeah. We appreciate that. There's a check swing in there for call strike. Say he did go. So Sinstock goes down swinging for out number 1. And that is only the second strikeout recorded by Lucas Sorrentos. That'll bring up the center fielder number 18, Dylan Bell. We always appreciate comments like that.
And that's Coach Denton. I mean, he's a good man. He knows baseball. He's been out here, has had his teams playing in here.
We hope that wherever you're watching from, whether it's Alaska or Hutchinson or Wichita or wherever it is, we hope you're enjoying the broadcast.
Australia.
Count is no balls. Oh, yeah, that's right, Australia. I forgot that. No balls, 1 strike now to Bell. That one hit into center field. Center fielder Shackelford backing up, and gets under it and makes the catch for out number 2. He went to his right quite a ways.
He did.
We'll see if we can take a look at that again as that ball ends up in center field for the second out. Brings up the right fielder, number 27, Jake Gutierrez. Gutierrez is 1 for 2, singled to right field in the first and struck out in the third inning. Here's the pitch. That one misses high. That was close to the chin there.
I got to meet Mr. Gutierrez. I helped coach in that All-Star game up there, the Jayhawk All-Star game a couple weeks ago. Got to meet him in the dugout. Pleasant guy.
That one misses inside for ball 2. So 2-0 now to Gutierrez.
He's a heck of a player. He's a lot of energy, and he plays with a smile. One of those guys, Frank. Just comes and plays. That's what I like about that.
Loves the game. That's the main thing. There's fouled off there by Gutierrez.
And that's one thing. They talk about what they do when they bring in guys, especially at Hutchinson. I mean, you got guys that basically stay the summer. They play, and they're playing for the NBC. They're trying to go for that championship.
2 down here in the bottom half of the 5th. That one misses low and outside as the count now goes to 3-1. 1-0 in favor of Alaska Goldpanners over the Hutchinson Monarchs. We are in the bottom half of the 5th. And here's the pitch. That one hit hard into the gap there between third and short. So Gutierrez records his first hit of the ball game. And that is the third hit by the Monarchs. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 13, Drew Buckner. Nice swing there by Gutierrez. Buckner reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Went to second base on a catcher throw down to first. Throw over to the first base, not in time. Then he grounded out to Sorrentos on a 1-3 put out in the third inning as he made the second out.
Like I say, Gutierrez, he's very aggressive. He could be going in any pitch right here.
First pitch there to Buckner is high for ball 1.
And they might try to get something going, especially, at 2 outs. Try to get something. Hit a gap with Gutierrez' speed.
Sorrentos now at 63 pitches here for the ball game. Ball hit to the right-hand side. Second baseman Garcia is going to go over to first base Armstrong for the third out. So a 4-3 put out for the third out. At the end of 5 innings of play, Alaska Goldpanners 1 and the Hutchinson Monarchs 0. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. As we're going to the top half of the 6th inning, 1-0 is the score in favor of Alaska Goldpanners. By the way, Mark, I just saw an advertisement there for Butler Community College TV. Man, what a great job that they're doing. Guys in the truck, pat yourselves in the back because we really appreciate your hard work. Those of you on the camera, also, can't forget about them. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they're right on it, man. I mean, they've done a great job out there. I started out years ago as a cameraman, TV out of college, and it's not the easiest job, especially like you said, the long days that you guys had yesterday, and you got to be out there in the rain and everything else. So,
well, talking about the people that does stuff, you've done quite a bit. You was a cameraman, a coach, gigolo. What else? What else did you do?
Your friend, I guess that's the
yeah,
I'm your friend.
Okay, there we go. And look who's over there.
Yeah. Oh no,
that's owner making faces at us.
Yep.
Due up here in the top half of the 6th inning, first baseman number 38, Ian Armstrong. Armstrong is looking for his first hit as he struck out in the first inning and struck out in the third. By the way, I have to say thank you. You made my supper tonight. You made me a couple of tacos.
Yeah, it's part of the job here, Frank. That's everybody
NBC staff has furnished us with tacos tonight, and I don't have time to run out there since I'm doing this, and asked you to wouldn't mind get us some plate because usually by the time we're done, it's gone.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that.
Yeah, people don't understand the media people.
Except it's kind of hard to eat in between the commercials there. Count is no balls, 2 strikes now to Armstrong. I've been trying to take a couple bites here, and I love the jalapenos that you put in them. Swing and a miss there by Armstrong as he goes down swinging for out number 1.
I just got a text from our friend Jay Gibbs. He's getting off work. He didn't know we talked about him, and he says that's probably all bad. And I said, well, you're going to have to listen. So
that strikeout, that is Giesbeck's 4th strikeout of the ball game. That'll bring up the designated hitter number 22, Matthew Pinnell.
Alaska right now just trying to get some insurance, keep getting some separation again.
So Gibbs is on with us now, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that means we got to quit talking about him.
Yeah. I told him he's going to have to go back and listen.
Gibbs, by the way, I'm still waiting for that golf outing that you're talking about from last year. There's a foul ball there by Pinnell. You kind of got the training from Carve. He was supposed to take me out 5 years ago, and I still haven't seen that meal yet.
Well, hey, I just got your tacos right there.
You just got me tacos. Okay.
See, I'm working on it.
I guess that's going to have to count, I guess, because I'll never see a restaurant with you. That one fouled off to the left side as the count stays no balls, 2 strikes. Wow. I just got you tacos. That's got to be the quote of the tournament so far.
I know. Yeah, you want me to take you out for steak? You've been saying that, so we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that, Frank.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for 5 years now. Carve. No balls, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch to Pinnell. That one fouled off once again.
Just battling right here.
Got you tacos.
That's what you're going to remember about me, right? And that's it. Yeah.
There's always a memory every single year, and I always said this is going to be the memory. Well, this may have to be it.
That's it.
No balls, 2 strikes now to Pinnell. And here's the pitch. That one misses low and inside for ball 1. One to nothing is the score in favor of Alaska Goldpanners as we are in the top half of the 6th inning over the Hutchinson Monarchs. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error for Alaska. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Hutchinson. The count now goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Do we have a pitching change?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I'll get that for you.
That one fouled off.
It was hard to tell because it was 28 before. Now it's 29. That's Aiden Benson. And he's from Rogers, Arkansas, 6'3", 210. Plays his ball at Fort Scott Community College. Sorry about that. We didn't see it. Like I said, it looks the same. With
who did you say the pitcher is?
Aiden Benson, number 29.
Aiden Benson, okay.
It was
that
28.
One slipped by us somehow. Must have been turned around eating one of those tacos that you got me. Count is 2-2. We apologize. That one lifted to on the ground to second base, and second baseman not able to get there in time. And that's going to be a base hit by Pinal as he records his first hit of the ball game. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 16, Vinny Venverlo. Carv, you have one job.
That's right. I'm supposed to. And watch the flag, where the flag goes. And that's I've been on the flag. Wind's blowing in.
So Benson now on pitching now for Hutchinson. That one lifted down the right field line and not able to get to it is right fielder Gutierrez. And the count goes no balls, 2 strikes.
I was kind of worried right there because he's kind of the guy that goes all out. I was afraid he's going to run into that fence right there, but he stopped short, slid short.
So we have runner on at first base as Pinal just reached on a base hit. And Alaska recorded the 4th hit of the ball game. Oh-2 pitch now to Venverlo. That one misses inside there by Benson. 1-2 now the count. What a beautiful day here in Wichita, Kansas.
Turned out, yeah, beautiful. What it was earlier.
82 degrees. Here's the pitch by Benson. That one misses inside, gets away from the catcher Dimmer, but not going was the Pinal at first base.
Tell you, both catchers, they've been great. They're really good. There's, they can tell that's like your quarterback. I always tell that my catcher, you're my quarterback. Yeah, but these guys are good. They block and they throw well. Take control of the game.
Here's the pitch. That one fouled off there by Venverlo. Count stays at 2-2. One nothing in favor of Alaska. Here in the top half of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside by Benson as the count now goes full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on at first base with 1 down. Here in the top half of the 6th. Here's Benson's pitch. There goes the runner. And it is fouled off there by Venverlo. So Pinal will have to go back to first base. Oh, my goodness.
I'm not going to bring that one up, Frank.
I guess I better watch what I say on the air.
That's
right. We just got a message from a friend of ours. That one misses, or call strike 3, looks like.
Yeah.
Venverlo goes down looking for out number 2. So that is the 2nd strikeout recorded by Benson here in the inning. Brings up the left fielder, number 3, Garrett Davidson.
You can see right there.
So we have 2 down.
He wasn't too happy about it.
Here in the top half of the 6th. I was naming off all the jobs that you've had, and I just happened to slip in there Gigolo. And now we have a friend that says from now on he's going to start calling you.
Oh, great. That's our friend Richard Maldonado.
So
and he never
if anybody
forgets.
asks where you got that nickname, now we know where.
Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch to Davison. That one in there for call strike. An 87 mile an hour hits the outside corner. And that will take the count to 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, runner on at second base. Here's the pitch by Benson. That one misses outside. The count will now go 2-1.
Yeah, I like to see some movement going, with some of the runners. Try to get that hit, especially if you're Alaska, the Goldpanners, trying to get something going, try to improve, get another run in there.
A lot of action here today. That one lifted into center field. Center fielder Dylan Bell takes a couple steps, gets under, makes a catch for out number 3. So at the end of 5.5 innings of play, it's Alaska Goldpanners 1 and the Hudson Monarchs 0, and we'll be right back.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lover's different.
Pizza Hut's hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 Hut Lovers pizzas starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
When you look for a place to learn, train, and grow, you need something that fits with your life. At Butler Community College, we want you to reach your goals in the most affordable way possible. That's why we keep our tuition rates low, so you don't have to stress about your future. It's why we offer hundreds of scholarship opportunities for pursuing your passion. And it's why we work hard to provide a professional higher education at a lower price tag. Butler Community College. Real college, really affordable.
And we welcome you back to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. It is 1-0 in favor of the Alaska Goldpanners over the Hudson Monarchs. Due up in the bottom half of the 6th inning for the Monarchs will be the left fielder, number 14, Jaden Gustafson. Gustafson is 0 for 2 here tonight, as he grounded out to the second baseman on a 4-3 putout. Then he flew out to center field in the third, as he made the third out in that inning. First pitch to Gustafson is outside for ball 1.
I was going to say Gustafson, plays at Wichita State, his home field. It's got to be pretty special.
That one in there for call strike.
You can see the shadows right there.
So count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Gustafson. That one a check swing, and they're going to say no, he didn't go.
If you look at it, Frank, look where where the pitcher's at right now. He's right there. You can see part of the sunshine right there. Then there's the ball. Then all of a sudden it goes in the shade. You got to really focus.
So 2 balls, 1 strike now. And Sorrento's pitch. That one fouled off to the right-hand side. That will even up the count now at 2-2.
Well, these young men have some great eyesight,
Yep. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. That one down in the ground. So the count will go full now. Hutchinson is trying to get that base runner on. They are down 1-0.
Now Sorrentos is still in there.
Here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss there, but the ball gets away from the catcher, and hustling down to first base will be Jaden Gustafson. Will be on at first base. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 36, Tyson Vessard.
Yeah, he tried to block it. He went on the knee, tried to just went off. It wasn't, but just off his angle right there. He tried the best, and he's an experienced catcher. He knows, he knows how to block those. Just got by him.
Gustafson reaches on a wild pitch there.
He's going to see the strategy right now. You're run down.
And Sorrentos is at 71 pitches so far. That ball lifted to the shortstop. Shortstop moving back and to his right. As Stevenson makes the catch as Vassart goes down for out number 1. F6, if you're scoring at home with us for the first out. Brings up the first baseman, number 35, A.J. Musto, who wanted to tell his parents in Australia that he was thinking about them. First pitch to him is ball 1.
Frank, you ever been to Australia?
I have never been to Australia, no.
Been there. I actually did a baseball camp in Parramatta there. That's outside of Sydney years ago.
That one in there for a call strike, and that would even up the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike.
In one of my other lives, and it was a very long time ago, but it was fun. It was fun. Went to New Zealand.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A swing and a miss there by Musto.
But you have traveled quite a bit. I mean, you've been.
Well, I'm actually going somewhere. Last year, for the World Series, right before that, I went to Poland for a mission trip. Been to Rome, and I'm getting ready to go. There's call strike 3. So Musto goes down looking for out number 2 here in this inning. And that is the 3rd strikeout recorded by Sorrentos. That'll bring up the second baseman, number 10, Blake Bradford. We're actually going to Italy at the end of the month of, see what month this is anyway. End of August. Tomorrow's August 1st, right?
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
When you start doing baseball around the clock, the times and the dates mean nothing because it's all baseball. That one in there for call strike. That will even up the count to 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down.
As I'm watching the catcher, them working together and they're moving in and out. They're doing a good job. He's spotting it up really well if you just watch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one misses low. For ball 2. 2-1 now the count.
But that's one good thing when you're going to a ball game. I tell people out there, watch the catcher because you can see what they're trying to do, or the coach is calling it, or he's calling it, whatever, and see how they work together well. No, he missed that one. He was going inside, but he went outside.
3-1 now the count to Bradford. Runner out at first base.
Especially when you have that
Hutchinson.
I was going to say the center field camera, you could see it great.
Here's the pitch. That one misses outside, and that's a walk to Bradford. He'll be on at first base. Hutchinson will be moving to second. That'll bring up the catcher, number 20, Keegan Demmer. We do have a possible pitching change as the coach is coming out, and that is the 80th pitch there by Sorrentos.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
And they are going to have a pitching change, so while they do that, we are going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
At Evergy, we're focused not just on what we power, but on who we power, right here in our community. We provide payment assistance to our neighbors who need it. Invest in organizations and people, creating opportunity for all to benefit. And volunteer our time around our hometown so that together we improve it. Because we're committed to spreading good energy throughout our community. Evergy, the utility company.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
Looks like the meat lovers, Deborah.
Pizza Hut's hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 Hut Lovers pizzas starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app.
And it looks like we had a new pitcher right now for Alaska, Goldpanners. It's going to be number 26, Jonah Walker from Lincoln, Nebraska, 6'2", 190, North Dakota State.
All right, Carv, looks like we got a new pitcher, and you said it was who?
Jonah Walker, number 26.
All righty.
But more important right now, you look at it, Hutch has that tying run on second base. Go-ahead run on first base. However, it's 2 outs. Like I said, don't need to do anything big. Just get a good hit, nice little base hit, nothing, you know. And right now with that wind blowing in, you probably need something to try to hit the infield hits or a little line drive. That's what they're shooting for.
Now up for the Monarchs will be the catcher, number 20, Keegan Dimmer. Do have runners on at first and second with 2 down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 1-0 to score in favor of Alaska Goldpanners. First pitch there by Walker is in there for call strike.
I thought Sorrento's did a great job. I mean,
he sure did, through 80 pitches. Swing and a miss there by Dimmer. He only gave up 3 hits, no runs, 3 hits.
I mean,
he had 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, and he's keeping this great offense at bay. I mean, both teams that can hit, they can hit. But they also got some really good pitchers.
He had 3 strikeouts, and he gave up 3 walks for the ball game. So, good job there by Sorrento's. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Dimmer. Left-handed pitcher, Walker, ready with that 1-2 pitch. That one misses inside, so that will even up the count now at 2-2.
Yeah, you can see that was a little inside. You can see that. I mean, right now, that's just both teams. Here, you can see the right here. Watch this.
Here's that pitch here. This misses inside. Two-two pitch down by Walker. Down low, and good job there by the catcher, Olea, as he's able to corral that one.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, how tough it is for a catcher right there. Prevent them from advancing.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be taken off on this pitch. And that one misses high for ball 4. So Walker comes in and loads the bases up on that walk. So now Gustafson will be on at third base. Bradford on at second. And Dimmer on at first with that walk. Brings up the third baseman, number 11, Joey Sinstock. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time out and struck out in the 5th inning. Here's Walker's first pitch to him. Ball fouled off there by Sinstock. This count goes no balls, 1 strike. 1-0 to score in favor of Alaska. Hutchinson threatening here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Got to take advantage of these opportunities, don't you, Carv?
Definitely.
Swing and a miss there by Sinstock as the count goes 0-2.
But I like what Coach Gonzalez did. You know, he had a righty in there with Sorrentos, and he brings in this lefty with Walker. Different look.
0-2 pitch. That one fouled off there by Sinstock.
Yes, Sinstock battling. It's, you know, Frank, that's one thing we talk about. I talk to my hitters. 60-70% of the time, you're going to have 2 strikes. You're going to have, you know, what are you going to do? What's your adjustment?
Runner on at first, second, and third with 2 down. And here's Walker's pitch. That one misses inside. That gets away from the catcher. Here comes Gustafson, and that's the ball thrown away as the catcher threw it to the pitcher, Walker. Went over his head, and now the Hutchinson Monarchs have tied up the ball game at 1 apiece here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bradford ends up at third base. Dimmer ends up at second on that play. And we'll take a look at it again as that ball's in front of the catcher and then got away from him, hit him on the chest, but you can see that throw back to the pitcher was not on target.
Yeah, I don't think he
Nobody
had a shot.
advanced, though. That pitch misses outside there by Walker as the count goes 2-2 now.
And that's got to be tough on Walker because he's ahead in the count right there. But the thing is, when you're Hutch, you want to score. You don't care how you score, just so you tie this game up.
So the score is 1-1 now. And here's Walker's 2-2 pitch. That one in the ground also. And the count's going to go full now at 3-2. That one bounced in front of home plate there. A great job by Ole to stay in front of it. Keep it corralled. So 3-2 pitch coming up by Jonah Walker. That one in there for Cole, strike 3. And Sinstock goes down looking for the third out. But not before the Hutchinson Monarchs score 1 run at the bottom half of the 6th inning. At the end of 6, here's that pitch. Great breaking ball there by Walker. So the score tied.
BMA's residential cleaning service knows there's no place like home, especially when your home is cleaned by our experienced staff. From floor to ceiling, we've got you covered. Learn more at bmasclean.com. BMA's Cleaning Sports, PBS, Kansas. Seriously good TV.
And we welcome you back to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Conference World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the top half of the 7th inning, the score tied up at 1 apiece. By the way, my name is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined along by Mark Cavala, our color commentator here for tonight's game. Well, Mark, so far pretty good game.
Yeah, that's it. Last games have been pretty good. It's tight. And like I said, a lot of it's due to the pitching. I mean, it's just we've seen some really good pitchers last couple of games, and we'll probably continue to see some as the games go. This game's not over, so we'll see. I have no idea who's going to win this one.
And we're going to have a new pitcher there for the Hutchinson Monarchs. It's number 38, Braden Pacha.
Pacha from Wichita, Kansas, 6'2", 205. And he's going to be playing his ball at Pitt State University.
So we go to the top half, 7th inning. First batter he faces is catcher number 27, Kristen Olea. He fouls that off as the count goes to no balls, 1 strike. So Pacha now in relief here in the 7th. That one also fouled off as the count goes 0-2.
So I think the fans are excited about this kind of baseball right here. You know what I mean? I know you get the ones where you this kind of run rule and all that, but I like...
That one hits to the right side. Right fielder, Gutierrez gets under it, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the center fielder, number 12, David Shackelford. Shackelford is 0 for 2 here tonight, as he's flown out to the center fielder and flew out the left field in the 4th inning.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's a three inning game. I mean, you know, you get 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Here's the pitch by Pacha. That one in there for call strike. 89-mile-an-hour fastball there by Braden Pacha. No balls, 1 strike, 1 down. Top half of the 7th. Score tied up at 1 apiece. That one fouled off there by Shackelford as the count now goes to 0-2. We've been corrected. That is Brady Pasha. And our apologies for getting that wrong. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Pasha in relief. 2-2 now the count. That one fouled off there by Shackelford. Count will stay 2-2.
I'm sure glad we got a Carp listening to us, you know, keeping us.
Yeah, Carpenter. Yeah. Steve Carpenter, we thank you very much for correcting us on that. Getting it correct, because that's definitely what we want to do. Of course, you know, anything Hutchinson, he knows.
Right. Well, it's a good thing he's not a big social media guy. He'd probably be bashing us on social media right now. So,
count is full now at 3-2. Fouled off there by Shackelford. Well, I know I have that name Pasha in my notes somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
But I was busy getting one of those tacos that you got me. That one, ball 4 to Shackelford, as he will be going to first base on a walk.
Well, you got to keep your energy, Frank. We got 2 games.
Oh, that's right. We do have 2 games going on. We were supposed to do this 4 o'clock game, and then the 7 o'clock game that's going to be coming up, which will feature, I believe it's the Studs.
At least it's not 3 in the morning. We had that game the other day. The Studs.
Yeah, Seattle Studs versus the Derby Twins. We'll be doing that one also. Count of no balls, 1 strike now to Stevenson. That one fouled off there. So the count now 0-2. Shackelford on at first base as he just reached on a walk.
I was going to say Derby Twins have to be pretty tired. I mean, you say they were playing yesterday, then they came back to play, right?
They stuck around last night till I think I heard midnight. I left about 10:30 or so. It was pouring down rain. I put a video out on Facebook, and somebody said, "Boy, that's a lot of rain."
Yeah. And then they had to come back today.
They had to come back today after the 9 o'clock game, which was our 8:30 game from last night. Throw over to first base. Safely is Shackelford. And that up there says Stephenson. But on our rosters it says Stevenson. So there's call strike 3 for out number 2. So we got 2 down now. Pasha records his first first strikeout. Brings up the right fielder, number 25, Owen Mealy.
You know, Frank, one of the teams I helped coach was the Cheney Diamond Dogs. And I helped them for a few years with Pat Hahn. And we had the game where it was years ago where we had to play at 2:30 in the morning. It's when Roy Halladay pitched. Now, I don't know if you called that game.
No, I'm not sure. Swing and a miss there by Mealy.
Well, we were supposed to play at 7 o'clock at night. And, we were hoping to cancel the next day, and then no. And then, of course, all the Major League guys, they got to be in the locker room there. We were out in the dugout. And we played at 2:30, and they beat us.
Swing and a miss there by Mealy. The count goes no balls, 2 strikes. 2 down with the runner on at first base. Here in the top half of the 7th inning, score tied up at 1 apiece. The Hutchinson Monarchs and the Alaska Goldpanners. Here's Pecha's pitch in there for call, strike 3.
Great job.
Pecha records 2 strikeouts here in the inning. And at the end of 6.5 innings of play, score tied up at 1 apiece. Here's that pitch right on the outside corner for strike 3. And we'll be right back.
When you look for a place to learn, train, and grow, you need something that fits with your life. At Butler Community College, we want you to reach your goals in the most affordable way possible. That's why we keep our tuition rates low, so you don't have to stress about your future. It's why we offer hundreds of scholarship opportunities for pursuing your passion. And it's why we work hard to provide a professional higher education at a lower price tag. Butler Community College. Real college, really affordable.
And we welcome you back to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning, due up for Hutchinson will be the center fielder, number 18, Dylan Bell. Johnny Walker in relief here. And here's his first pitch. That one fouled off by Bell. The first base side. Bell is 1 for 2 here today as he singled to right field, had a stolen base in the 3rd, and then he flew out to center field in the 5th inning. Walker's pitch, now swing and a miss there by Dylan Bell as the count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a swing and a miss there by Bell as he goes down swinging for out number 1.
Yeah, I think right now it's just going to be a key. Who puts the ball in play, and then also if some pitchers walk, hit batters, that can be a difference in this game. And like I say, it's going to be pretty exciting these last couple innings.
That is a second strikeout recorded by Walker. Now batting right fielder number 27, Jake Gutierrez. That one low for ball 1.
And I'd say if you're Hutch, it's the guy you want to jump start you right here. You got a little, you only got 3 hits. He has 2 of them.
That one hit to the right center field. That's going to be in for a base hit. Going to be extra bases for Jake Gutierrez as he rounds first base. And they're going to hold him up at second base. Good job there by the center fielder. That's Shackelford. As he got to that quickly and got it to the relay. So in with his 3rd hit of the game is Jake Gutierrez.
Yeah, he's been tearing it up. The thing is what he does, when you watch him, he doesn't try to do too much. Look at this. I don't know if you couldn't see the swing, but he just went with the pitch.
Went with the pitch and put it in the right center field. So Gutierrez records his 3rd hit of the game, brings up the shortstop, number 13, Drew Buckner, with a runner on at second base, and we should have 1 down.
Yes.
Okay.
Do have 1.
Scoreboard's not showing any.
Yeah.
But we do have 1 down because there was a strikeout by Bell.
But more important, he's in scoring position. I mean, that double right there, put him right there. Just a base hit can score him.
Their ball hit to the right-hand side. That's going to move Gutierrez to third base. Second baseman Garcia goes to Armstrong for the putout, for the 4-3 putout for the second out. And Gutierrez will end up at third base. That will bring up the left fielder, number 14, Jaden Gustafson. So we do have 2 down now.
And again, this is what you want. I mean, Gustafson's one of their better hitters. Or 3-hole right here.
Pitch misses outside for ball 1.
Yeah, right now he's going to make sure he's ahead in the count. You know, get a good pitch right here. Don't try to do too much. Got the runner right there, 90 feet away.
That one lifted to the left-hand side, third base side, going to be out of play. That would take the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
And I see a lot of time, Frank, as a coach, you know, I've been trying to get my guys, when wind blows in a lot where we're playing, I said, you know, anything in the air could just hang up. Try to look more infield holes. Just try a little base hit right there. Keep a short swing.
So here's the 1-1 pitch now to Gustafson. That one fouled off as the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, we should have 2 outs. Scoreboard's only showing 1. Ball lifted to the left side. Shortstop backing up, Stevenson, but the left fielder, Davison, will make the catch for out number 3. So Hutchinson wastes a double by Gutierrez. At the end of 7 innings to play, the score tied up at 1 apiece, and we'll be right back.
Have you ever needed to stop or change the way you do something you love because of aches, pains, or injury? The physical therapists at Select Physical Therapy are here to get you back to work, life, and your favorite activities. Most importantly, your goals are their goals. Their movement experts will listen and develop an individualized treatment plan so you can heal. Begin care faster by requesting an appointment today at selectphysicaltherapy.com. Experience the power of physical therapy at Select Physical Therapy.
The Taco Bell Cravings Value Menu. 10 choices, each just $3 or less. Starring the cheesy double beef burrito. Double the seasoned beef, all the cheesiness, and so much craveable flavor. Get it on the Cravings Value Menu, only at Taco Bell.
And we welcome you back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Conference World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the top half of the 8th inning, the score tied up at 1 apiece between Hutchinson and the Alaska Goldpanners.
Here we go we got Kyle Holzer.
So we got a new pitcher, Kyle Holzer, number 39.
Yeah, right.
From Denton, Texas.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's 6 foot, 200 pounds, Northwestern Oklahoma State. It looks like he is a sophomore. Or junior, excuse me. Junior.
So Holzer comes in here in the 8th inning. Pacha went the 7th. Or Pacha, correction, went the 7th. And due up first is the second baseman, number 11, Alex Garcia. That one fouled off to the right-hand side. That's going to be in the stands for a souvenir. Whoop. Young man gets a souvenir, and he's excited. Count, no balls, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. That one fouled off once again, so the count will now go 0-2. Guess what? Jake Gibbs just texted me and said, let's go golfing when you come back from the NBC. I'm not sure if this is from last year, this year, or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Because he's been asking me to go for so many years, and I've just lost track. There's a base hit. Oh, no, what a great job there by the shortstop. Davidson, as he jumps up and makes the catch. I thought that was over his head.
Yeah, from this angle, it sure did. It looked
Not
like
Stevenson. I'm sorry. That was
look at that.
Buckner. Buckner making that catch for out number 1. Brings up the first baseman, number 38, Ian Armstrong. Yeah, I thought that was going to be over Buckner's head, and Buckner jumped up to make that catch for that first out. First pitch to Armstrong's in there for call strike at 80-mile-an-hour pitch by Hoser.
And Jake says it's hard to golf when you're always they're speaking of your old DJ days.
My DJ Frankie Fresh days are over.
And he says always traveling the world. So I don't know. I think you two guys are 20 minutes away from each other. Need to get together.
Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. That one out off there by Armstrong. Wow, I haven't been called DJ Frankie Fresh for a long time.
Jake doesn't forget.
Back in the days when used to DJ at Margaritas here in Wichita, Kansas.
See, there's your other life.
That's
another life right there.
That one fouled off again.
You miss those days, Frank? The old DJing days?
Well, I not necessarily miss the DJing days. I miss the years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Though that age time.
The music.
It's amazing how, this is my 31st year of announcing here for the NBC World Series, and it just amazes me. I can still remember the first time I came here in '95 and did games for them. A lot of players, a lot of memories.
Oh, yeah.
Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one lifted to the right-hand side. Back it up is a right fielder, Gutierrez. Gets under it, makes the catch for out number 2. So we have 2 down now. That'll bring up the designated hitter, number 22, Matthew Penal. And, I didn't start this when I was a young pup. I started when I was 39 years old. First time I got a chance to call a game.
If you didn't tell everybody that, everybody probably think you're like 40.
I can't hear you. What was that?
I said if you didn't tell everybody you were 39, probably people right now think you're 40-something.
Yeah, they would think I'm 40-some years old. Well, I wish I felt I was 40-some years old. There was many times in my late 50s and 60s where I thought, man, I still feel like I'm 21 years old, But, boy, I tell you what, the last couple of years has kind of changed that thought. That 21-year-old is not in my mind anymore. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Okay, everybody at home saying, okay, he was 39. He's been doing it for 31 years. Doing the math
that's
real
what
quick.
They're doing the math, Frank.
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down here in the top half of the 8th inning. Score tied up at 1 apiece. Ball hit back up the middle. Shortstop Buckner moves to his left, goes across to first baseman Mustow, and that is the 3rd out. So at the end of 7.5 innings of play, score tied up at 1 apiece. We're going to take a look at that replay again as Buckner moves to his left and makes the throw to first for the 3rd out. We'll be right back.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
Every summer, the NBC World Series comes alive with energy, excitement, and the spirit of baseball. But what makes it truly special? Fans like you. Because of your support, kids get to experience the magic of the game. Your donations power youth clinics, grants, and equipment drives, while sharing Kaiser Carlisle's mantra to play hard and have fun. Together, we honor the legends of the past and preserve the rich history of the NBC World Series for generations to come.
Have you ever needed to stop or change the way you do something you love because of aches, pains, or injury? The physical therapists at Select Physical Therapy are here to get you back to work, life, and your favorite activities. Most importantly, your goals are their goals. Their movement experts will listen and develop an individualized treatment plan so you can heal. Begin care faster by requesting an appointment today at selectphysicaltherapy.com. Experience the power of physical therapy at Select Physical Therapy.
Half the 8th inning. And we welcome you back, and we get started with the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up for Hutchinson, designated hitter number 36, Tyson Vassard. 1-1 the score. Ball hit right down the line. That's going to be played by the first baseman Armstrong. Goes back to the pitcher Walker for a 3-1 put out for the first out. That was right down the line there, Carv.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing more no doubles, trying nothing down the line. Right there, made a great play, and somebody they're just trying to get something going, man. It's just both teams.
That brings up the first baseman, number 35, A.J. Musto. First pitch count goes no balls, 1 strike now to Musto.
I mean, you just look at it, each team has 4 hits apiece.
He's 0 for 3 here today. So he's looking for his first hit of the game. Ball hit right up the middle. That may be it, as the shortstop was able to make the stop, get to it, but not able to make the throw. So Musto records his first hit of the ball game. Nice job there, right up the middle.
And that's kind of what we talked about last inning, about just put something to play through the infield or whatever. Right now, with that wind blowing in pretty hard, anything in the air is just going to be up there. I mean, you're going to have to really crush it and square it up.
We have a pinch runner at, actually it's a courtesy runner at first base. You're going to have to give me a number there if you can, because
yeah, let's see if we got it.
See if you can see it there. Maybe the camera can pick it up for us at first base.
I think it's number 2.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 10, Blake Bradford.
Yeah, I think it's J.J. Spadford from Bentonville, Arkansas, 5'11", 170, Pittsburgh State.
Bradford has walked that one, hit up the middle. A diving effort there by the second baseman. Garcia rounding second base is Musto, and he ends up at third base. What a great job there by A.J. Musto.
Yeah.
And a base hit by Blake Bradford.
That's what we said, infield holes. I mean, if the infield, just hitting the ball hard in the infield, this turf, it's going to go through there. Almost a great play there. I mean, a great.
Let's take a look at that again. A nice diving effort there by the second baseman. Garcia was able to get a glove on it, but it goes into center field, and Musto not stopping at second base, ends up at third base. So we have runners on at first and third with 1 down, and that may be it for Jonah Walker. Not sure.
Yeah, Coach,
you have a couple pitchers warming up out there.
Might want to talk about the first and third defense. We're going through who's going to cut. Right now, if he's sticking with them right now, that's what he's talking about. You never know, getting a rundown, whatever they're addressing the defense part of it. Looks like he's sticking with him.
Looks like he is going to stay with him. We have number 39 that's warming up out there at the. Must be a utility player. I can't tell. I don't have. He's not on the roster.
Well, right here.
Oh, here he is.
Right top.
He's clear up on top there.
Yep.
That brings up the catcher number 20, Keegan Dimmer. Bradford on at first base as he just recorded the base hit. Musto at third base as he got on with a base hit and rounded second and went to third on that base hit by Bradford. Squared around the bunt and not going to take it, but it was in there for call strike 1. Yeah, score 1-1 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And Hutchinson threatening here. Swing and a miss there by Dimmer as the count now goes 0-2.
Now, you know, again, that's a good call. If you could do a push punt, you know, safety squeeze or somewhere, the first baseman's holding the runner, push it that way. But you got to execute it, and that's the tough part.
Execute. Coach can call it all day long, but you got to execute. There goes the runner to second base, and a swing and a miss there by Dimmer. Bradford ends up at second base on the play. So we have 2 down now here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now batting will be the third baseman, number 11, Joey Sinstock. Sinstock grounded out to the shortstop his first time up and struck out in the 5th inning and struck out looking in the 6th. Here's the pitch by Walker. That one misses inside for ball 1. Catcher Olea wants to talk it over with Walker, as Hutchinson has runner now on 2nd and 3rd. We do have 2 down.
Frank, what I'm surprised with, and I'm sure you are too, and there's only 2 runs scored in this game. I mean, we've seen these offenses.
It's been a very good game so far.
Yeah.
So 1 ball, no strike now to Sinstock. And here's Jonah Walker's pitch. Ball hit to the right-hand side. First baseman Armstrong will take it unassisted for out number 3. So Hutchinson threatens in the bottom half of the 8th, but not able to come across. So at the end of 8 innings of play, the score tied up at 1 apiece, and we'll be right back.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. My sport with the whole infield.
How about you two?
My bass.
Get 0% APR financing with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles. Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months.
Every summer, the NBC World Series comes alive with energy, excitement, and the spirit of baseball. But what makes it truly special? Fans like you. Because of your support, kids get to experience the magic of the game. Your donations power youth clinics, grants, and equipment drives, while sharing Kaiser Carlisle's mantra to play hard and have fun. Together, we honor the legends of the past and preserve the rich history of the NBC World Series for generations to come.
And we welcome you back here to X Stadium, 91st National Baseball Congress World Series, powered by Evergy. This is Frank Martinez, joined along by Mike Cavalla, our color commentator, as we go to the top half of the 9th inning. The score is 1-1. We have a new pitcher.
Let's see. It's 35, right?
I don't know. You
25.
Binoculars.
Yeah, I had them. I thought, now I look without my.
Okay, that looks like it's number 25.
Yeah, that's
25 is Mitchell Johnson.
Yeah, you got him right there from Derby, Kansas, 6'4", 240, Cali County Community College.
So Johnson now is on in relief for Hutchinson here in the 9th. First batter he'll be facing is third baseman number 16, Vinny Venverlo.
Yeah, quite a game.
Venverlo's 0 for 2, walked in the 2nd, grounded out, and struck out. That one misses inside as the count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Both teams pitching looks really, really good, of course.
Ball fouled off there by Venverlo as the count now goes to 1-2.
Venverlo's trying to get on, to get that leadoff guy on and see what kind of execution that they would do over there. Coach Gonzalez.
Here's the pitch. That one just misses outside, and that will even up the count now at 2-2. But we're all tied up here going into the top half of the 9th. Carv, who's going to be the ones that move on?
Boy, that's I said. I've been since probably the 5th, 6th inning. I have no idea on this.
That one misses outside, and the count will go full now at 3-2.
I thought Hutch had a great opportunity, especially the last inning there in the bottom of the 8th, 1st and 3rd. Fortunately for them, it didn't come through, but both teams have had guys in scoring position. There you go. There's your leadoff walk.
And Fenverlow will be on at first base with a walk. That'll bring up the left fielder, number 3, Garrett Davidson.
This is what I want to see. But what kind of strategy? A lot of like coaches, they just let them swing away or whatever. I mean, it's just tough with the wind blowing in. You've seen it. That's even that first game or the game before this. Wasn't a lot of balls going out.
Yeah, we may have a pinch hitter here. Looks like.
Yeah. The wheels are turning. That's what right now, the coaches.
Looks like it's going to be number 5. Number 5 coming into,
which is Hunter Friedberg from Lakewood, California, 5'9", 180, University of San Diego.
That's Hunter. I think it's Freiberg. But I'm not sure,
okay.
I believe. And he lays down about a great bunt there to the third baseman, Sinstock. Goes over to Lusto, but moving over to second base on that sacrifice is Fenverlow.
Now he did his job right there. That's the only thing he was trying to do, just get him over.
That'll bring up the catcher, number 27, Christian Olea.
Yeah, you can see right there he squared around. He wasn't trying to get it for a base hit. He was just trying to get him over.
Great job there of that sacrifice bunt by Hunter. So runner on at second base with one down. Here in the top half of the 9th inning.
Okay, again, this is what we've been talking about. Get the runners in scoring position, then get the base hit. Your little gap, or a little base hit, little hard grounder through the infield, and you score them.
0-1 pitch. That one in there for a call strike. 87 miles an hour there by Johnson.
2 good fastballs. Again, we talk about this 2-strike approach.
That one hit right back to the pitcher, Johnson. Takes it on a bounce, goes to first base, looks the runner back at second base. And a 1-3 put out for the second out here in the top half of the 9th inning. That will bring up the center fielder, number 12, David Shackelford. Shackelford is 0 for 2 here in the ball game. He flew out to center field, flew out the left field in the 4th, and then walked in the 7th and was left stranded at first base.
You have to love to be in these situations, don't you, Frank? I mean, come up there. You remember those days hitting with the runner on and go ahead or whatever. Opportunity.
That one fouled off to the right side. Count goes no balls, 1 strike.
And the thing is, I know both teams. They have a lot. They have a lot of pitching. I mean, they've got some compared to maybe some other teams that have come in here. They've got some pitching.
No balls, 1 strike now to Shackelford. Johnson's pitched. That one fouled off back to the screen as the count now goes 0-2. Well, we hope everybody's enjoying this broadcast. We thank Butler Community College TV for putting on a great show here at the NBC World Series. You're watching a great one, 1-1, here in the top half of the 9th inning. Alaska Goldpanners and the Hutchinson Monarchs.
You hear the crowd for the Monarchs.
That one misses low as the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's the one thing that Hutch does. They travel well, don't they? I mean, they've been ever since last few years. Okay.
All right. Going to take a look at this next pitch. Looks like the ball hits the catcher right on that right hand there. Little stinger. Might have been that thumb there. But he's trying to shake it off.
They give him a little time. That's what they're doing right now.
And looks like he's okay. He's squeezing it up and down just to get a little blood circulating there. So once again, Fenverlow at second base, 2 down. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Shackelford. here in the top half of the 9th inning. And here's Johnson's pitch. Breaking ball in there for call, strike 3. And Shackelford goes down looking for out number 3. So at the end of 8.5 innings of play, score tied up at 1 apiece. And we're going to take a look at this breaking ball there.
It's right there.
Right down the middle for the 3rd out. And we'll be right back.
The Taco Bell Cravings Value Menu. 10 choices, each just $3 or less. Starring the cheesy double beef burrito. Double the seasoned beef, all the cheesiness, and so much craveable flavor. Get it on the Cravings Value Menu, only at Taco Bell.
And we welcome back here to X Stadium for the 91st National Baseball Conference World Series, powered by Evergy. We're in the bottom half of the 9th inning. The score tied up at 1 apiece between the visiting team, the Alaska Goldpanners, and the home team, the Hutchinson Monarchs. Still pitching for Alaska will be number 26, Jonah Walker. Due up for Hutchinson will be the center fielder, number 18, Dylan Bell. Here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Score tied up at 1 apiece, and boy, you can hear the fans now, can't you, Carv?
Oh yeah, they're pumped up. But the thing is, Alaska got that leadoff runner on. That's kind of right now what Hutch is trying to do. Get that
Dylan Bell is 1 for 3 here tonight. He got a base hit in the 3rd inning, stole 2nd, flew out to center field in the 5th, and then struck out in the 7th inning. He made the 2nd out there. 1 misses for ball 1, so the count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Dylan Bell, center fielder for Hutchinson. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one hits Bell.
That's it.
Well, that's exactly what Hutchinson wanted, and that's not what you would want to do to put the winning run on.
When you have
Let's take a look at that right in the chest area and the arm.
I mean, he's a little mad right there yet, but I guarantee he's happy that he's on base. And, and look who you got up. You have what?
And look who's up.
Yeah.
Right fielder number 27, Jake Gutierrez. Gutierrez is 3 for 4 here tonight, a double, 2 singles, and he has 1 strikeout. Looking. Here's the pitch to Gutierrez. That one misses inside, gets away from the catcher, but he's able to scoop it up. Looks like it popped out of his glove for just a second, but right back in it. So the count is 1 ball, no strikes now to Gutierrez. Boy, he would take one of those singles right now, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, this guy, he's been hitting the whole tournament.
That one misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to Jake Gutierrez. Once again, the winner of this game will move on. The semifinal game, which will be played tomorrow. The game time has not been determined yet. That one fouled off to the right-hand side. We do know that the games are scheduled for 6 o'clock and 8:30 tomorrow. But depending on who wins, will determine on who gets to be put into the feature game. That one misses, or in there for a call strike. That will even up the count at 2-2.
So he wasn't too happy with that. Just
no,
it's kind of
wasn't sure about that one there.
But he's a guy you want up the plate. If anybody right now, it's
2-2. Here's the pitch. Ball lifted to the right-hand side. Right fielder coming in, and it's going to be right down the line, but it's going to be foul. Mealy on the effort there. The right fielder. Not able to get to it, so the count will stay at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right.
Also backing up was Armstrong and Garcia. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, look at Terrace. Look at him. Watch right now. He's choking up. I mean, he's look at this. He's choking up. He's trying to keep it. See right there, just trying to, little base hit, nothing big.
That one hit to the third baseman. Third baseman is able to get to it, go to first for out number 1, and that moves Bell over to second base. Third baseman Vanverlo over to Armstrong for the 5-3 put out. We'll take a look at that one again. That one takes a big bounce, and Vanverlo had to back up just a little bit, so he was not able to go with the force out. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 13, Drew Buckner.
So, yeah, I was going to see if they had any kind of strategy where you walk. Try to get the double play, because base hit scores.
Buckner's 0 for 4 here today. There's a swing and a miss there by Buckner. Fielder's choice first inning. Grounded out back to the pitcher in the third. Grounded out to the second baseman in the fifth and in the 7th inning.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy going right now. We'll see what happens.
Bell on at second base, the winning run. There's a swing and a miss there by Buckner as the count goes 0-2.
Okay, they're going to go after him now, especially when you're 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on at second base, bottom half of the 9th, score tied up at 1 apiece. Here's the pitch by Walker. That one outside. And that will take the count to 1-2. Was Niblin was trying to get him to go chase a bad one. But Buckner stayed firm. Here's the 1-2 pitch by Walker. Ball hit deep into left field. That's going to be fair ball. And the Hutchinson Monarchs will win 2-1 on a walk-off here at X Stadium as they move on to the semifinals games. Will be playing tomorrow either at 6 or 8:30. So congratulations goes to the Hutchinson Monarchs and the Alaska Goldpanners. That will be it for the Alaska Goldpanners as they lose here in the bottom half of the 9th inning.
You just
2-1.
You just knew, Frank, it was going to be that big hit. That big hit like that, especially, I mean, my gosh, especially down in the count. And the Wichita State guy came up here, local guy, big hit.
Big hit there by Drew Buckner as he hits that down the line, a double, but more importantly, Dylan Bell was able to come home as the Hutchinson Monarchs win 2-1 here in the bottom half of the 9th inning on a walk-off by Drew Buckner. Well, Carv, the Alaska team has scored 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error. The Monarchs scored 2 runs.
2 runs on, I believe that's...
And that was 6 hits and no errors. So congratulations once again to the Hudson Monarchs as they move on closer to the championship here at the NBC World Series powered by Evergy. We want to thank you all very much for joining us. Here is the play of the game. Coming up, courtesy of Pierpoint Lawn and Landscape. And that is the base hit there by Drew Buckner as he hits that down the line for a double. And scoring was Dylan Bell, who was standing at second base. And the Hutchinson Monarchs win 2-1 on a walk-off by Buckner. Stay tuned for our next game. We'll feature Seattle Cheney Studs versus the Derby Twins. That game coming up shortly. Once again, for those of you in the truck and on the cameras, we thank you guys from Butler Community College. We'll be right back with the next game in approximately 30 minutes. This is Frank. Drew Buckner is also the player of the game. So congratulations to Drew Buckner.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing, the pitching was unbelievable. Good job by all the
pitching by both teams was unbelievable. Really great game. Really enjoyed calling this game. We'll be back with you for the next game between the Cheney Seattle Studs and the Derby Twins coming up shortly. So what else you got to say, Carl?
Well, now they're saying that it's exciting and it's not over with. We still got a lot more games to go, and I'll tell you, but it's getting down there. And like I said, Alaska, great showing coming here after, like you were saying, it's been a few years, and they did a great job, and nothing to hang their head about. Great job.
Alaska played really well, went 3-0, and then lost here in the bracket play. So congratulations to Alaska on their showing here at the NBC World Series. And there's a couple of plays there that they're replaying. We need to get ready for the next game. Yep. So, crew, once again, thank you very much for making us look good. And we hope you enjoyed it on the broadcast tune as you tuned in. Once again, stay tuned between the Studs and the Twins. That game coming up shortly. This is Frank Martinez along with Mark Cavella. See you soon.